What do we have for the fans today, Slongi?
Today we have the Steve TV show, and it's asking us why men call women crazy.
This feels a little bit like entrapment right here, Slongi. I think we should just hit it.
Yep.
Well, everybody, we're back with what men really think the event. Now I'm with Angie, who wants to chat about the things that men call women.
I assume that people call her Angie, because that's her name.
So, Angie, what was your question?
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Angie. I'm Stu, not Steve, right?
So after 7
Yeah,
years
Steve's our
married
friend.
and 5 kids, my husband is constantly calling me crazy. It's some.
Why?
Constantly.
Do you think they're calling her crazy because she is crazy, or do you think they're wrong?
I think crazy is a misused word. I think they're really saying, "Are you that stupid?" and not, "Are you insane?" Maybe she's insane.
Maybe she's both.
Stupid. Who knows, right?
Thing all you men say to your women, and it's really annoying. It riles us up. So here's an example. We were at a wedding.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be called insane either.
You know how only Sith deal in absolutes? Imagine that what she said was actually correct, and then every time her husband speaks to her, the only word he ever uses is crazy. And she's like, "How was your day at work? Crazy. What do you think about pajamas? Crazy."
And I came out of the bathroom to find him laughing and smiling with another woman. So my immediate reaction.
Server.
Oops, went too far. I accidentally skipped part of the video. Okay, what I was gonna say is, maybe the man is the one who's crazy here. Or maybe I'm the one who's crazy. And that's the man.
So we'll get through the story a little bit more before I cast judgment, because we are here not to prejudge. We are here to judge after we have the information.
Do they really mean?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so she goes, takes a pee at a wedding. She comes out, or a party rather. She comes out. Her husband is waiting on her, and the husband is speaking to a person who is also at the party.
Maybe he's not cheating on her. Maybe he is. I think she was trying to say he was cheating on her.
Yeah, it's not quite as plain as that, I don't think. I think what she is doing is expressing mistrust, because she is probably also not trustworthy. People project their own behaviour onto other people quite often. I doubt that the Steve Harvey show is going to get that deep into it, so we'll keep taking along.
Sir.
He will, though.
We asked the guys for the answer. Why do men call women crazy? Is it A, women get too emotional about stuff that doesn't matter?
Fact check, true.
Then again, that's the same with all people. Or most people, I guess. Not Stu.
Is it B, our way of putting you down?
I have no clue. Ask him.
If we have to put someone down, like, see when you put a dog down, it's like you take it to the vet and then you have it killed.
So we're taking a human to the vet?
I mean, I don't think that when we call women crazy, it's because we intend her to be dead, right? I don't think that's what. I hope no one votes B.
Or is it C, it just means we don't understand you?
I see potential.
So I really think there should be a D here, when it is because you're behaving like a crazy person. That is when I would.
So they're
use
saying
it.
that they're Napoleon?
That is, if they identify as Napoleon, we'd have to support that nowadays. But maybe they're just plain crazy. Not Napoleon's not crazy, because you can identify whatever you want as. But maybe women are just crazy in this case.
Ladies, how you think that?
What do you think in the split's going to be, Slongi? Out of 100%, where is there going to be 33%, 33%, 33%? Hit us with some numbers quick.
I say 67%, like around 2/3 for for C, and then the rest is going to be split with a 6 or so.
I think people are going to say A. A is because you're too emotional, and I think that's what it's going to be.
Probably.
70%, I would guess.
Here's what they said. 57% of the guys say
Well,
A.
you're not far off, Slongi. Or we were not far off in our guesses.
We all knew it wasn't going to be B.
And it turns out 6% of the people want to put down women.
They sound like a-holes.
Well, we don't know their experiences. Maybe the people, their significant others, are really, really unnice people, right? So,
Maybe.
So maybe it's not.
Maybe they
them.
deserve it.
Exactly. Oh, I thought we were going to double click for a
Get
second.
worked up about things that don't matter. But see, ladies, now I understand you wanted it to be C because they don't understand. But that's not the way we see it. That's
It's not we don't understand, is we don't care.
You added D. We don't care.
I feel too. I really do. I feel that you're gonna get worked up about something that for me doesn't really matter that much. Now that doesn't mean it doesn't matter for you though.
I imagine men get worked up about things that women wouldn't care about. Would I be right here?
Probably.
Definitely is the right answer there. Absolutely, in fact.
We do get worked up if things are not good, just the same as any person probably does.
Yes.
This is a nonsense.
Said it earlier.
He said she heard comes into play. All right, let's go to Kim. Kim, who you've got a guy who wants to.
I do, and you know what, Steve? My husband calls me crazy too, and I get it. I'm a little touched by an angel. I get it. But I got Will here, and Will, you sometimes call your wife crazy.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I don't think I would use crazy. If I
You'd
was
use stupid.
stupid,
Because you know how to use the words.
maybe I would go to insane. Or I'd ask, are you insane? Because we've crossed the line past stupid. Like, where I'm not laughing at it anymore. I'm like, no, this is destructive.
Very, very rarely.
Don't backpedal now, honey. Go for it. You done.
So the last time I thought my wife was crazy, I'm a newlywed. I've been married for about 2 months.
See, if you're only 2 months into your marriage and you've already called your wife crazy, we don't know about them, Slongi, but maybe the marriage is not going to last a very long time.
I don't know much about marriages, but I have to agree here.
That ain't the last time you gonna say it, homie.
We got a nice wedding gift in the mail. It was a silver cake cutter server, very expensive, very nice, and it came in terrible condition. It was dirty and tarnished.
How much do you think an expensive cake cutter I mean, I don't buy cake cutters, but
I'd say $100. That's expensive for a cake cutter.
that would seem like expensive.
For a cake cutter.
And my wife was upset about this. She wanted to send it back. She thought it should be in perfect condition. I didn't see what the big deal was. I thought we could just put it in the dishwasher and keep it, and no harm, no foul.
I see no harm in cleaning it. I was gonna say, why not just clean it? It might be a small bit damaged, but hey, at least it's clean,
That
right?
seems perfectly reasonable, Slongi. Not like, and then see, I think we got our thumbnail right here. Who did it best? That face. Did she do it better, or did the Kim and Stew do better?
Or me.
That was the wrong answer. So this sparked a huge fight. We argued.
They've been married 2 months. They're fighting over a dirty cake cutter. Goodness.
She stormed
Goodness,
off.
goodness,
She
goodness.
slept on the couch that night. And I'm thinking.
That stew every night.
No, because that would be Mrs. Stew sleeping on the couch, right?
No, you're the one sleeping on the couch every night.
That is my goal in life, is to sleep on the couch by choice.
You've
No.
accomplished it.
Not because someone sent me there, because I could sleep in any of the spare rooms we have if I really wanted to sleep on a bed.
Are we clapping again?
This over a little, tiny cake knife, and so eventually I relented. We returned the knife, and everything was smoothed over, and we're fine. But it just kind of reminds me that crazy can kind of pop up anytime.
Okay, maybe she was a small bit crazy. At least stupid. Small bit crazy.
I would say
Maybe it was
mostly
absurd.
what she was unreasonable.
Maybe absurd.
Absurd. I'll give it absurd.
Not quite stupid. Absurd.
Yeah, like silly to absurd, right? We're laughing at silly, and absurd we're starting to scratch our head and go, gosh, why? Then stupid we go, oh.
And then for insanity,
We go high five. Call yourself Napoleon if you like.
Now let me tell you something. The whole time you were saying this, do you know what this audience picked up and they said, she slept on the couch. That's all I was hearing. She slept on the couch. All right, let's move on to our next question. Where's Tiffany?
He's right here.
Tiffany, what's your question?
Hey, Tiffany.
Okay, so every guy I've dated has been shady with their phone. So the worst thing happened.
Okay, so Mrs. Stew is welcome to come take my phone any minute of the day.
He has nothing to hide.
Absolutely. So
But you
I
should be
wonder-
respecting the people's privacy. It's their phone.
Maybe Tiffany has stuff to hide on her phone, and then projects that onto these guys. Every guy she dated. So only Sith, Dylan, absolutes, right? Do you?
Maybe it was one person.
Yeah. Brr.
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. So the worst thing happened 4 months ago. He always keeps it, his phone face down. So we were at a
Slongi
place.
flicker my phone.
and
Because
there
I don't want
was
that. I don't want the
photo,
light from it
and
affecting
I'm
her
supposed to
from
go.
her lighting.
He almost trips over the dog, beelines a jump to get his phone, and he says, "Oh, it's my boss calling." For some reason, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I got that.
So we broke up.
So if this happened,
You never
in
even got the true evidence.
If
You
this
never got an
happened in
answer.
our household, Slongi, my boss rarely calls me, but my company calls me quite a lot. And I like to deal with things quickly and promptly when my company calls me. So it is not unreasonable that someone who has a job might want to pick up their phone quickly. And we don't know what he was doing. Like, those people do bad stuff with their phones all the time. So
My
True.
question is, what's the point? Why are guys so protective over the phone?
All right. We ask men, why are guys so protective of their phones? Is it a man who does this has something to hide?
Maybe.
Is it B, you'll find a way to make something out of nothing? Or is it C, men are territorial?
interesting one here, Slongi. How do you think it's going to get split?
I think A is going to be like maybe 20% or so. B is going to be 60%. Actually, no, 70%. And we'll leave C at 10 at most.
Yeah, I think
10 at
B
most.
is going to be like 80% or something. It's going to be a high number.
Yeah, and C is going to be very low. Just like B was last time.
You're so wrong about us. Let's see what they said. 49%
Wow,
said
that
B
is-
because you'll make something
That is
out of
way.
nothing.
I think the people who voted C were being
Gary, you're
disingenuous.
with the guy who's had this problem.
Yeah, so this is Gio. Gio, stand up.
Hey, Gio.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, but I'm worried because apparently you think we're all crazy.
I don't think that
You
you
are.
guys are all crazy. I just think you guys take the smallest things and just turn it to nothing.
All right, give me an example of what you.
No, I had an ex-girlfriend. One day, I get text from an unknown number. It said, "Hey, this is Danica. I miss you. We need to hang out." She doesn't know Danica is my cousin. All she knows is some girl texts my phone. She goes ballistic. She was like, "You crazy. I should have known better. I should listen to my friends. You just like all these other."
You know what? I think this ex-girlfriend of his probably should have tried to get some more evidence. She should have researched before making an assumption.
Yeah.
You know, like a reasonable
when
person.
You use words, if you use that term, it makes it seem like she should go through his phone and put like a keystroke logger on it, as opposed to just saying, "Hey, who's Danica?"
Actually,
Yeah, like just asking the question would be reasonable.
yeah, be reasonable. Don't just jump to assumptions based on emotion. Do not form your opinion on emotion. Form it on logic.
And reason.
Yes.
Dirty dogs. I had to call my cousin on speakerphone so she could explain who she was. Ladies, you guys are nuts.
The ex-girlfriend was nuts.
Absolutely. But you know, maybe there was a chance that maybe he had done some bad things earlier in the relationship, and then
Perhaps.
she had a reason to be suspicious of his behavior. But being a girlfriend as opposed to a wife, I would normally say, hey, if the girlfriend behaves like that, just get rid of her. Just move along. Just keep. There's enough reasonable people in the world that you don't have to be stuck with someone who's going to be saying, Who's your cousin? In fact, why doesn't she know the names of the guy's cousins already if they've been dating, right?
How would she know?
How? Because conversation. Like, do you think Missy Stew doesn't know the names of my cousins?
Actually, I have no clue.
Yeah, like, okay, Slongi,
But enough about cousins.
I don't think we made fun of anyone that's on the terms of service.
Not as far as I'm concerned, but even then, we're not doing that. We're not making fun of protected groups. We're just here to entertain the new fans.
And what do we say after that, Slongi?
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and goodbye, everybody!